I bought this knife more as a curiosity than anything else. It's not the best quality by any means. It was, however, on the Daily Mail's website as a terrifying weapon being imported into the UK from eBay. Tut tut. And it was 65 pence. By the time eBay actually took them off the listing 4 or 5 hours later, they'd actually gone up to about 90 pence. So what do you get? Fairly flimsy piece of plastic. It's not very thick. Blade folds out. This studded bit folds over it. That other bit folds across, and there you've got your blade. Come on. There you've got your blade. I would question what the point of these really is. You can get some pretty good quality ones. They'd be illegal to carry in the UK because obviously that makes it a fixed blade. And you'd have some explaining to do if you did get caught with one of these. It's credit card size, really. We've got overall just shy of, just shy of 6 1/4 inches, 3/4 inches. Blade length is 2.5 inches. So it is very, very thin. That's how thin it is. The whole thing's quite thin. This is quite flimsy. There are better quality versions around. This isn't one of them. The blade, does, when you take it to bits, does lock into place with that little stud. And for 65 pence, posted from China, 65p's, it's just under €1, just under $1, or about 10.5 million rubles. It's not bad, but I think it's definitely much more of a curio. I think if you open and close this several times, it's going to break. But it's I think it's quite an interesting little novelty knife. We can't carry them in the UK. They're not legal because it's a folding knife. So that's it. That's a little credit card knife. I don't know. I suppose any blade's better than no blade, isn't it? Let's see. What do you get in the way of dazzling sharpness for 65 pence? I've never actually cut anything with this yet. But I suppose mostly down to the thinness. That's actually not too bad. I live in a ground floor flat. Somebody just looked in through the window to see what I'm doing. So that gave them a surprise. Yeah, it cuts reasonably well. It's more of a curio, bit of a novelty. Not very well made. If I could find a good quality one, would I buy it? No. I've already got an example of one of these, and yeah, it's fixed. It's fixed into place fairly well. I mean, this hole there keeps the blade there. There's 3 fairly rough fasteners, but they are blind on that side. So, yeah, novelty, interesting, bit of fun, not a great deal of use. Unless, of course, you are actually living in a country where you could carry something like this, and they are a bit of use. Please let me know in the comments.